The world of television can be unpredictable, and even the most successful shows sometimes face unexpected setbacks. For the long-running ITV quiz sensation The Chase, a recent delay in filming caused concern among fans and producers alike. The reason behind the disruption, however, was deeply personal. One of the show's most beloved quiz experts, Shaun Wallace, had been rushed to hospital for major surgery, forcing the production team to adjust their schedule while he focused on recovery. For viewers who tune in every weekday evening to watch contestants test their knowledge against the formidable Chasers, the news came as a shock. Wallace, affectionately known as the Dark Destroyer, has been a cornerstone of the show since its debut in 2009. His intimidating presence, razor-sharp intellect, and dry wit have made him one of the most recognizable faces on British television quiz shows. But behind the scenes, Wallace was facing a challenge far greater than any trivia question: a sudden health setback. At 65 years old, Shaun Wallace has built a career around mental agility and a commanding on-screen presence. Yet in recent weeks, his focus shifted from the studio lights to hospital corridors. Wallace revealed that he underwent a knee replacement operation, a significant surgical procedure that requires weeks of recovery and rehabilitation. The surgery forced him to temporarily step away from filming, something he rarely does given his dedication to the show. Speaking on the podcast hosted by the Royal Kennel Club, Wallace explained how the surgery had affected his schedule and his determination to return to work as soon as possible. "We're filming now, but I've just had knee replacement surgery," he shared candidly. "I had that 3 weeks ago." The revelation surprised many fans who had grown used to seeing him stride confidently onto the stage during episodes of the show. A knee replacement is not a minor procedure. It involves replacing damaged joint surfaces with artificial components and can require months of rehabilitation. Yet Wallace was already looking ahead to his return. Training for his return. Rather than resting completely, Wallace approached his recovery with the same discipline he applies to mastering quiz knowledge. Determined not to slow down production any longer than necessary, he began a rigorous rehabilitation routine. "I've been training every single day," Wallace said, explaining that his main goal was to ensure he could physically move comfortably around the set again. For viewers unfamiliar with the filming process, the Chasers must regularly walk across the stage, often climbing steps or pacing along the famous walkway as they confront contestants. Wallace jokingly referred to it as walking up and down the plank, a small but crucial part of the show's format. His return date was set for March 17th, when he planned to rejoin the production team in the studio. However, his comeback would not be a gentle reintroduction. Instead, he revealed he would be filming almost every day to make up for the time he had missed during his recovery. Producers scrambled to adjust the schedule. Television production operates on tight timelines, especially for daily programs like The Chase. Episodes are often filmed in large batches to ensure the network always has new content ready to broadcast. When Wallace temporarily stepped away due to surgery, producers had to quickly reorganize filming schedules. According to Wallace himself, the solution was simple. Once he returned, he would take on an intense recording schedule. "I've got to make up my own recording time," he explained. "I'm in virtually every day from then." That means long hours under studio lights, facing contestants and answering hundreds of trivia questions, all while continuing to recover physically from surgery. But Wallace didn't seem intimidated by the challenge. If anything, he appeared excited to return. For someone who has spent more than a decade on the show, the studio clearly feels like home. A new adventure. Chase around the world. Wallace's return couldn't come at a more exciting time for the franchise. In addition to the regular episodes of The Chase, a brand new spin-off concept is set to launch. The upcoming format, titled Chase Around the World, promises to take the beloved quiz show into entirely new territory. This special edition will feature contestants competing in teams of 2 while traveling across international locations. Rather than staying confined to the studio, participants will face puzzles and clues that guide them to hidden destinations where the chasers are waiting. It's a dramatic twist on the classic formula. Instead of simply answering questions across a table, contestants will have to solve cryptic challenges, decode clues, and physically move through various locations before confronting the chasers themselves. Wallace confirmed that filming for this ambitious project will take place throughout May, and he admitted he is particularly excited about it. "I'm really looking forward to that one," he said. For fans of the show, it represents a bold evolution of the format that has kept viewers entertained for more than 15 years. Bradley Walsh teases the new format. The charismatic host of the show, Bradley Walsh, has also spoken enthusiastically about the upcoming spin-off. Walsh, who has hosted The Chase since its launch, believes the new format will push contestants to their limits. "This bold new take on The Chase combines quizzing with traveling," he said. According to Walsh, the concept will test players' knowledge in ways the original format never could. "The chasers are already famous around the world," he added, hinting that viewers will see them appearing in some spectacular and secret locations. The promise of international settings and adventure could give the franchise a fresh energy while keeping the core quiz challenge intact. And with Wallace returning just in time to participate, fans will still see their favorite chasers in action. A recent on-air moment that shocked viewers. While Wallace was recovering, another memorable moment from the show captured viewers' attention. During a recent episode of The Chase, host Bradley Walsh was left stunned by a contestant's answer to what seemed like a relatively straightforward question. Contestant Damien was playing against Dara Ennis during the head-to-head round. After performing well in the cash builder, Damien chose to play for £6,000, putting him in a strong position against the chaser. But everything changed with one unexpected answer. Walsh asked the following question. In 2024, Wild Tang was named the world's ugliest. What? The multiple choice options were dog, cat, baby. Most viewers probably assumed the answer would involve an animal competition. But Damien shocked everyone by choosing baby. Bradley Walsh's priceless reaction. The moment Damien revealed his answer, Walsh couldn't hide his disbelief. Standing with his mouth open, the host stared at the contestant in shock. "Wow," he said, clearly stunned. He then joked, "How to win friends and influence people. Hey, Damien." Walsh quickly reassured viewers that the correct answer was indeed dog, referring to the famous World's Ugliest Dog contest, which has gained international attention over the years. "Thank the Lord," Walsh exclaimed after revealing the correct answer. He even explained that the winning dog often has a distinctive appearance. "It's one of those poor unfortunate ones where its tongue is always sticking out," he said, laughing. Still amused, and slightly bewildered, Walsh later pointed out that Damien might have had a much better chance of winning if he had chosen a more sensible answer. "We would still be well in it by now if you hadn't put that ridiculous answer," he joked. Moments like these have helped make the show a fan favorite, combining high-stakes competition with unpredictable humor. Behind the scenes of the show. Despite its friendly atmosphere on television, filming a quiz show can be an intense experience for contestants. A former player recently shared their behind-the-scenes experience online, offering insight into what happens when the cameras stop rolling. The contestant posted about their experience on the discussion platform Reddit, explaining that host Bradley Walsh was polite but relatively reserved during filming breaks. According to the user, Walsh introduced himself to the contestants but didn't interact extensively with them during downtime between segments. "Brad was nice," the former contestant wrote. "But aside from introducing himself, he never interacted with us during breaks." While this surprised the contestant, they acknowledged that filming schedules are often tight, leaving little time for extended conversations. However, another member of the show's cast made a particularly positive impression. Shaun Wallace wins hearts off camera. The same contestant revealed that Shaun Wallace went out of his way to meet contestants after filming Wrapped. According to the Reddit post, Wallace personally came down to greet the team and chat with them once production had finished for the day. "He was lovely," the contestant wrote. The gesture left such a strong impression that they said Wallace won them over. This behind-the-scenes kindness reflects the reputation Wallace has built among fans and colleagues alike. While his on-screen persona as the Dark Destroyer might appear intimidating, those who meet him off-camera often describe him as warm, friendly, and approachable. A show that continues to thrive. Since its debut in 2009, The Chase has become one of Britain's most popular quiz programs. The show's simple but addictive format, contestants competing against elite trivia experts for large cash prizes, has kept audiences hooked for over a decade. Episodes air every weekday evening, and the show consistently attracts millions of viewers. Its success has even inspired international versions in countries around the world. With charismatic host Bradley Walsh and a rotating lineup of chasers including Shaun Wallace and Dara Ennis, the show has maintained a perfect balance of tension, humor, and brain-teasing trivia. Looking ahead. For Shaun Wallace, the past few weeks have been challenging, but they've also reinforced his dedication to the show that made him a household name. Recovering from knee replacement surgery is no small feat, yet Wallace is already preparing for an intense filming schedule. His determination to return quickly, train daily, and take on additional recording sessions demonstrates just how committed he is to the show and its fans. With his return scheduled for March 17th and the exciting new Chase Around the World format on the horizon, the future of the Chase looks brighter than ever. And if Wallace has his way, viewers won't notice any delay at all. After all, when it comes to facing the chasers, the chase must always go on.